American dress whore!
Hey guys, Garry here. Special guest today.
Troy Storch, Midwest Industries.
We're here to talk about the Tremis Dynamic Signature Rifle up here at Midwest Industries. Paid you guys a little visit, and I did one introduction video, and I thought we could sit down and talk a little bit more about what we get here.
Sure.
Okay. So we hashed this out that we were going to do this back at SHOT Show, and then we had a couple phone calls figuring out what we were going to put on the gun. And I had said in the original video, we weren't making like a replica of like the SBR that I keep beside my bed, because that's a silly thing to try and sell a bunch of SBRs anyway. But I wanted to come up and do a rifle, after we chatted, that was perfect for the student to buy it and be able to just come use it. Like put bullets in it and we could use it as is.
Yep.
And not be locked into, I spent a bunch of money on parts that I want to swap out. So leaving some of the parts more stock so that they didn't end up, going all in on a muzzle device that doesn't fit their can.
Yeah, real premium gun you kind of went after with very little you really needed to upgrade in the future on the rifle. Optics, possibly a lighter, a laser, a sling.
Yep. And like we can't include that stuff.
No.
Everybody wants something different.
Yep, exactly. The core basic, really good rifle that you can just do whatever you want with.
Yep.
And then put your final little touches on it yourself.
Exactly. Which is why I wanted to be able to use it out of the box. So we put what I think are the best iron sights available, your guys' combat sights. Since I saw the prototypes, I was like, these things are awesome. And
so let's just go into the sights, because it kind of gets brushed under the table, or people don't really realize a lot of what thought process we had with these sights, just so people are aware of some of the neat features to them. Let's do our front. Yep. So the front, and both these sights have a real audible, firm locking mechanism. There's no lock button in the up or down position, so you can move them up and down, but you can hear the click. Our front sight uses a standard A2 front sight post, which is really nice because you can upgrade that to a night sight if you want.
Yes, or one that's pointed or whatever people like.
Correct. And the front sight is made to an F mark height. Perfect. It's made to the correct height. So that kind of is the lowdown to the front features. The rear features, we have a micro dial on it, half MOA adjustments on a 20-inch gun. On a 16-inch gun, it's 0.65 MOA per click. Our aperture, we kind of did a hybrid aperture.
Yeah.
We did an aperture that's not quite as big as the big aperture on a regular M4 and not as small as the little one.
Yep.
And it's a really good in-between size that you can shoot it close in and you can shoot it at distance. So that's kind of why we chose that.
I love the aperture size. And they're super low profile.
Yeah, they're very
they lay
low.
low.
Yeah, they're the lowest sights we've ever made.
And then, so working our way down from the sights, because it needed to have sights so you can use it out of the box. With the rail, we went with the Night Fighter.
Yep, our most rigid rail.
And we teach classes that involve a lot of night stuff. So guys putting lasers on them, and it seemed to make perfect sense. Let's put the rigid rail on it that works best with a laser instead of ultra lightweight, and then when they put a laser on it and they get a bunch of flex, oh, I got to upgrade the rail. So why don't we just put that rail on it right away?
Yep.
I think I did a video sometime back when the Night Fighter came out showing flex from all the rails I could muster together at my house. And the Night Fighter had considerable less deviation when we were...
Yeah, we put a lot of thought process into it, and it does have a lot of rigidity to it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Which was the end goal.
So I thought it was the perfect rail for the student gun, so that when they get into night vision, they're ready to go for that and come out to the night vision classes.
You picked the best barrel basically that we offer, the Criterion Core, 223 Wild Chamber, 1 1/8 twist. Great choice in a barrel. You can run any barrel weight, or any bullet weight I should say, through there, and which is good because you can't always get certain weights
Right.
with the way things are nowadays. You just kind of
Buy what's available.
exactly.
I'm a huge fan of. I've had other
Chrome lined
Criterion barrels that I've always been good, and the core barrel has really impressed me with how, for being as light as it is, how precise it is. Like there's no, like people tend to think, oh, the lighter it is, the more. The bigger my groups are going to be, and that has not been the case, and I've been super impressed with this.
Yeah, they're our premium barrel line here. We'll stick with them forever.
Really like that. We went with an A2 flash hider on the front. Flash hiders are the way to go. Not a big fan of muzzle brakes on guns that are going to get used after dark, and the A2 allows someone to not spend $100 on a muzzle device and go, oh, it doesn't fit the can that I'm going to put on it. I didn't want to sink him into some fancy proprietary flash hider to go, I don't use that brand.
Put the money. This gun was really well thought out. You put the money where it's needed and let some of the stuff where there's in question where somebody might switch it out. You just put basic stuff on and let the end user switch it out.
Do what they want.
Radian charging handle.
Yep, super beefy.
Yep, great for lefties or righties. Just an all-around really good charging handle.
Yep.
Magpul safety you went with?
Yep, I like that.
That's their new one?
The new one, I got a couple to try out, and when people are like, well, what do you like about it? And I said, I don't know how to describe it other than the click that you get is like the perfect amount of like snapping into place and not being mushy without being too difficult to make the safety move.
The safeties are either 90 or 45. All the guns will be going out of here with them set on 45.
Yeah. And if they want 90, it's a simple take it apart, put it in the other direction, and they got a 90. It comes with a couple levers, and like you can change the color of the little pointer thing, and all that stuff comes in the box. So if they want to swap that out, they can.
Let's go over furniture real quick. MI trigger guard, which is our proprietary or our made trigger guard. The grip
is a Magpul SL.
Okay, that's the grip you chose.
Yep.
And then the stock is a Magpul CTR stock.
That was the first stock they came out with, and it's still my favorite one.
Yeah, they're great stocks.
And the grip, it's a little more straight up and down than the Mo grip is, and it's a little skinnier than the Mo grip. And I base my preference because I got little kid hands, matches the rest of my proportions. So I was like, that's a perfect grip. We did the end plate has the QD in it for sling attachments. So people that like to run the sling up front or in the back on the CTR, it's got both options for them. Just like in the sling attachment on the front, there's one on the rail, and then if they want one some other place, they have all the M-Lock options that they want for that as well. Oh, speaking of M-Lock options, True North Concepts is the official hand device. Every rifle will come with a grip stop in the matching color, of course, because cosmetics are important to folks.
Oh, absolutely.
Same with the magazine, comes with a color-matched magazine in it.
With the window, clear window.
So you can see all your good bullets inside.
Has your company logo on it?
Yep. Very snazzy design. I do say so myself.
We include a hat, and what else kind of goodies we have here, Gary?
We got some stickers. Some of your stickers, some True North, some of my stickers.
And what's this bad boy that everybody will like?
On the back of that, there's a patch too. It comes with a patch.
But there's more to it than that.
There's more to it than that. Each one comes with this guy. I'm going to cover up the numbers on the bottom there. Comes with this gift certificate that's good for either a 2-day carbine class or a 1-day CQB class.
Very cool.
So the CQB class is $250. The carbine class is $500. So
up to them.
You're getting that training free right off the cost of the gun.
That's awesome.
Which at that
great
point,
way to encourage people to get out
train
and learn and train.
Because as you know, I'm all about the training. That's my bread and butter, and I wanted a rifle for guys to come train with, and I was like, well, let's get them to class. And if they're looking at an investment, well, if it comes with a class, that makes the value, skyrocket.
And you got a gun, you can go to shoot at a class.
Like, as is. Like, you can just bring it the way it is. Put bullets in it.
And it'll run the whole class.
Yep, without an issue. The first one that I have sitting over in the corner there, we've run it through 2 classes now and handed it to random people. Everybody has been getting some trigger time on it. No hiccups whatsoever. we added a sling, a couple different optics. We've gone through it already, trying different ones, and a flashlight for night stuff. And it has chugged along with nothing remarkable. It just keeps going and going.
Except for proper maintenance.
Which should be done.
Which should be done. Just so
Yes.
everybody doesn't think you can run eternal rounds without doing
With
your
never adding any oil
Yep.
to it. Like, no, it still needs some of the
Exactly.
some looking after, like every other decent rifle. But all in all, like the idea was, let's get a gun that people can train with, and let's throw some training in with it. And I think we
very
zeroed in
cool.
well on that. I'm super excited to do this. I've known you guys now for
Probably a decade.
yeah, and when I tell folks, like, yeah, it's a bunch of great guys up there, and yes, the gear is good, but the guys are great. Like, that's the big thing for me is the people.
But when you approached me at SHOT Show and said, hey, I want to do a rifle, what did I say? Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. I'm like,
Yeah, I've known you forever, man. Let's do it.
That was good. I met you guys out of class,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
That was our first class we ever did. You came up here,
Yeah.
and we met you at that class.
yep, and I was like, this is a
And you
manufacturer.
ran a 308
I ran
in a carbine class. Yeah.
Yep.
You were making all the old noise down on the end. Yep.
Indeed, only guy there not running a 5.56 gun. The little guy, that's what you do. So I was like, yeah, I met these guys out of class. Like they train too. That's important to me. There are too many folks in the firearms industry that don't actually use the things they make. And that's not you guys. And
we all try to shoot as much as we can. It's tough sometimes, but
Yep.
we do. There's never a year where none of us guys don't get out and shoot as much as we can.
Yeah.
Life's kind of tough sometimes,
It
but
is.
you got to try to make time for
you
it.
have to.
And with ammo prices, you shoot maybe less,
Yep.
but maybe you shoot more often, but with less round
With less
counts.
rounds, yep.
But we definitely try to get out and shoot as much as possible,
And,
with a variety of different stuff.
It was very fortuitous that you also make great stuff. I was like, man, they're great
appreciate
guys.
it.
They come, they train, and their stuff. Like, I have nothing I've ever used from you guys that I went, man, it could be better. Like nothing. Okay, the flat face trigger, I like the curved one better.
There you go.
There you go. I mean,
That's why there's
and
both.
that's the difference. One's curved, one's flat. But so yeah, all in all, I'm super glad to be working with you guys on this.
Yeah, it should be good. We're happy
Yeah.
to be working with you. These things are on the shelf now.
Yep.
So guys can buy them. Where else can they buy them besides directly from us?
So you can buy them direct on the website. If there's a sale, it's on the sale price, whatever, and have it shipped direct to your FFL. Or if you're local in Bloomsburg, Susquehanna Valley Firearms is going to try to keep at least one on the wall at all times. Of course, if they have some and everybody runs in and buys them, you might not find one there, but if that's the case, they'll get more, I'm sure. So we got one local dealer to me who wants to have one on the wall, and if you don't live near me, you can always just get on the website,
Yep.
which there'll be a link here below the box. Actually, there'll be a link on my link tree below the box because I can't put a link direct to you guys because you sell firearms, and YouTube they don't like that on the YouTube, so
Yeah, well.
I have to like put an intermediary link in between there. So yeah, you can get it direct, or you can come to Bloomsburg, which works out great because I teach a bunch of classes there. So
There you go.
You could kind of do 2 for 1 all at the same time. Come pick the rifle up and then head over to a class. So yeah, that's the rifle in a nutshell.
Excellent.
That's that. I guess we're gonna go ham it up and have lunch somewhere and do all the fun stuff. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, whether it be about the training or the rifle. If you have questions about the rifle, you can reach out to you guys here at Midwest. You can call and I'll give you Troy's cell phone number and you can call direct to him. Or more likely, you can get on the website and use the contact form or shoot him a message over on the social medias. They're very active on the Instagrams. That's the one I use the most, so I assume you guys are on the other ones as well. Those I can put links to down in the box.
There you
below.
go.
And if you guys buy a rifle, put pictures of it up there. Please tag both of us in it. And
Yeah, that'd be great for social media.
yeah, and we'll treat you like one of our best buds if you do that. And maybe I'll pick the best picture at the end of the year and give somebody something.
Cool.
If they tag us in their photos. Just made that up on the spot. So.
Nice ad lib.
Awesome.
Audible.
Yep, we're gonna punt. All right, so if you don't got anything else, I guess we'll
I'm good.
sign off of this and check out the links below, and we'll see you later.
Hey, man. Remember way back when I said your mother was a cankerous whore? I'm sorry, man. I did not mean that. She's not.